Hi everyone, number one Marmaduke fan here. I am still waiting for my response to the John Malin, Ethan Van Sciver video to upload. It's been going for 6 hours at least, and says it's got another hour and a half to go. That one was kind of a long rant, and I just wanted to remind you of something because I noticed I'm one of the few people doing this, and I think other people need to be doing this and paying attention to this. Something that happened during Gamergate was, it was about ethics in games journalism, and one of the things that they had to do was to stop rewarding bad behavior. So if someone wrote a hit piece saying all gamers are dead, and you, excuse me, cough squad, if you clicked on it and went to read it because it was outrageous, you were actually rewarding the news site for doing that. It's sort of like Miley Cyrus getting naked and riding on a wrecking ball. People get outraged by it, but then by getting outraged by it, they actually give it more attention because everyone's talking about the outrageous thing Miley Cyrus did. So Rich Johnston's Bleeding Cool website has published a hit piece. It is #fake news. It is the fakiest of fake news. If anybody actually cared about his website, he'd be up for a fake news award. Fortunately, very few people care to read his website. It's a subgroup of a subgroup of a subgroup that cares. So this was his Twitter interaction with Malin. Malin did just a fine job defending himself. He doesn't need me to white knight for him. But I had the thought, Bleeding Cool logic as applied to Rich Johnston. Rich Johnston has facial hair. You know who else had facial hair? Adolf Hitler! Anyway. So after that, I realized that a lot of people might want to go read these articles for themselves to see what they're about. But the problem with that is you're going to be rewarding Bleeding Cool. So as I've learned from Gamergate, we should use the Internet Wayback Machine, archive.org, to keep a screenshot of these types of articles so that if they ever get taken down later, we have a record of this. And we can point to this and say, here's the evidence of what you wrote. Don't try to deny it. And we can also click and go and read this without rewarding the original website with a whole bunch of new traffic. So I will post these links in the description of this video if you want to go read them to talk about them, do your own vid on them. Let me show you the ones I've chosen to archive. So I just made things here. By the way, I noticed that the Bleeding Cool website, let's see here, white, black, red. White, black, red. Man, I don't know. Those are some suspiciously, I don't know, alt-right-esque color choices there. Black, white, and red. Gee, I don't want to, I don't know about you, but as a person who is anti-alt-right and anti-Nazi, I don't want any of my clicks going to support a website with a suspicious black, white, and red color scheme, guys. So first article is John Malin wants to write comics as well as draw them. So he has with Wolverine and the Hulk. This is just sort of a petty fake news bit of Rich Johnston essentially saying, tee-hee, I hate John Malin, he's such a goofball, dressed up as an article. So I've archived that. Kind of just a good example that Rich Johnston puts petty personal animus into supposed articles. How am I supposed to trust you to write something objective, Rich? I can't. You are a gossip columnist. That's how you describe yourself in your stupid little 50-cent comic book I bought in a bin that no one cared about it. So I can't trust you to write anything objective. You're not objective. You're not a journalist. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm so upset. This is the main article. Oh, no, it isn't. X-Men's Blink gets a physics-defying new costume on Cable number 153 cover. And what else is there? Then he had one, so yeah, throwing shade at John Malin for his choice of how to draw Cable in a superhero comic book. Cable artist John Malin on Nazis, Marvel, SJW's X-Men, and Shell Beach. This is the key story which prompted EVS to make a video. This is the hit piece where Rich Johnston notices the word Shell Beach and makes an argument that this is an alt-right movie. That the only possible reason that John Malin could have for including an allusion to a movie he watched as a child is he must be low-key signaling alt-right Pepe the Frog style memes as a way of saying, hey guys, I'm really red-pilled. I want an ethno-state. This is disgusting, Rich Johnston, and you are a bad person for writing this. Maybe if it was something like Triumph of the Will, that movie Democrat progressive president Woodrow Wilson famously showed in the White House, maybe you'd have a point. But even if someone did make an allusion to a racist movie, maybe they're making an allusion as a way of saying, I don't like this. This is negative. But this is fake news, and yeah, so I've archived it, so you can go read that. That's the biggest of all the fake news pieces, this Shell Beach one. Fanboy Rampage. John Malin responds to criticism of Blink's costume on Cable 153 cover. Fanboy Rampage. I can meme, guys. The left can totally meme. Look at this. I put words on a picture. Ooh, I hate all this black, white, and red colors, guys. I'm getting really scared. I better go get on my black gear and get ready to punch some alt-right types. Hashtag not afraid of the alt-right, just like our friends at Short Fuse Media. All right, John Malin wants to write comics as well as draw them. So he has, with Wolverine and the Hulk. Did I already do that? I may have, oh, I hope I didn't archive this one twice. This is the same petty one I saw before, but pretty much everything that looked relevant from Bleeding Cool with John Malin I've archived, and you can go to the link and you can click on the web archive, the archive.org archive. You can read it there, and you don't have to support any suspiciously alt-right-esque websites with your clicks. I'm #1 Marmaduke fan. I love you guys. Why don't you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for future notifications. And in future, if I see any, fake news outlets doing anything like this, I'll be sure to archive them for you so that we have the trail record for future notice. Catch you later.